All right, good evening, everybody. Vice Forecaster JD Rapp with you, back on the Weather Center with Forecaster in with us again this evening. So we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning that goes in effect into 12 a.m. So this storm down here and it's still capable of producing
It's still capable of
for
producing.
up to 60 miles of wind gusts and quarter size have.
Yeah. One thing I want to point out. If zoom in on the radar imagery real quick, JD.
Okay, I will change radar back. Let me put it in motion.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Go to the new imagery real quick, where the new warnings popped up.
All right. This is the new one right here.
Okay, go zoom in. I want to show people this storm here.
Is that close enough?
Yeah. What you can see here, when you look at the storm, you see, notice how it has that Bowen shape. That's likely wind coming right towards the. Let me pull up the cities here. That's coming towards the Stevens area. That's coming towards the Camden area, Chidester area, and says it's moving east at 60. And I think the way this storm is shaping, the warning goes until midnight, about 29 more minutes. When you put it under velocity, you can tell that it's definitely got those downdrafts in there.
Yeah, so if you in the path of the severe thunderstorm warning, like Ian saying, this storm could produce some wind damage also too, right?
Yeah.
So you probably want to get away from
this. Here's the deal with these storms tonight. Most of these storms are going to be hail producers.
Yeah. However, like the model.
However, when you get these intense storms like this, you have such high wind shear penetrating these updrafts. You get these low-level stable layers to build beneath, and these storms building above that. That wind shear will actually penetrate the updraft, make it stronger, but sometimes on certain days you get these evaporation cooling environments that lead to the updraft, the hail evaporating inside the updraft, which makes the updraft colder, and the updraft will begin to sag because of the density of the colder downward motion of air. So you can actually get damaging winds.
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna pass along some information from my phone. It shows the reading here at 11:25 from the weather from the one of those discussions from the SPC mesoscale discussion. Just 5%. We're not really concerned about it, but it just shows a few storms could produce some hail, and hail's going to be the biggest concern tonight. I'm not concerned. Tornadoes can never say never about it. But the main thing Ken's been saying tonight is these storms could produce mainly hail and maybe some damaging winds up to 60 miles an hour, which still could cause some minor damage, though. So we got to keep that in mind.
And particularly with this current thunderstorm, coming into the Stevens area, it could have some damaging winds and some hail with it as well.
Yeah, and that storm. In fact, folks, this line of thunderstorms have been happening tonight are just continuing to push into that same warning has been clipped the same areas, and that could lead to some minor flooding also too, right?
This has been basically one lone thunderstorm out in Texas that's kind of rode a boundary, and that's been the main
it's kind of like
triggering for this storm. It is a supercell.
Yeah. So,
but
all right,
it's kind of transferred its structure into more of a line.
So this is just like a record sale. This would probably been, looks like 80% becoming severe, and I was expect a few more with this area too. It just continues. So look at the nuke scan here. This. Yeah, all right. What'd you say?
Again, it's not a big night, but just keep in mind that if you get underneath one of these cells that have hail, be aware that it could also produce some damaging winds as well at times.
Yeah, and like I said, we'll be here for the nighttime hours until this kind of fret is over right now. For right now, we want to send things back, and we'll continue to keep you updated for the nighttime hours.